on.
Waiters always pushing the meal.
I'll take the spaghetti. You should have tried the veal pizza. Spaghetti.
30 seconds to air.
Hi there, I'm Donnie. So, how many players will be employing our little game? One player. This should be a Febreze. Enter your name for me, if you please.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead and plug the X30 Flanders.
Okay, now here's what's going to happen, Stance. You'll see a... Move it along, right. Let's go, people!
Today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by Rug Munchers Dietary Flooring. We put a whole new spin on the 5-second rule.
And we're off. Kicking things off, 6 feet under the sea. If vicious piranhas attacked and killed SpongeBob SquarePants and all his friends in Bikini Bottom, who would actually bleed blood? SpongeBob. Sponges, starfish, and, ghosts don't have blood, but squids and octopuses do. Man, that kind of massacre would be terrible. There's nothing worse than a bloody Bikini Bottom. Why not try Frosty My Tips? If Wendy's honors the iconic hairstyle of Dave Thomas's daughter Wendy on their value menu, what food item might they add? Cinnamon mini buns? Dave Thomas's daughter is pictured above each Wendy's franchise with her famous red pigtails. Actually, a lot of fast food franchises use the image of the owner's kid as a logo. The Domino's guy had one weird-looking kid. Here we have a racy sport. Suppose Speed Racer enters a NASCAR race. If he receives the black flag, what should he do? Go to slow-paced Speed Racer. A black flag means the driver needs to pull over into the pit, usually due to a rule violation. Not positive it's a rule violation, but I'm pretty sure it's not a good idea to have a monkey in the passenger seat of a Mach 5 car. Next up, Comcast Fable. The moral of Aesop's fable, The Fisherman and the Little Fish, would be most applicable to a contestant on which TV show? The Mole? In the fable, the fisherman has to decide, do I throw the little fish back in for a chance to catch a bigger fish later? He decides to keep what he's got. This is pretty much the same decision Deal or No Deal contestants face, except with money, not fish. Yeah, that show is called Eel or No Eel. It's hosted by Howie Man Eel.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
How about Buddha Scootin' Boogie? And it's a this or that. I'm gonna read off 7 Twitter tweets. For each one, tell me if it's a tweet from the Dalai Lama or a tweet from Taylor Swift. If it's a Dalai Lama tweet, press 1 on your keyboard. If it's a Taylor Swift tweet, press 2. Each one right gets you 300 followers. But get one wrong and you lose 300. And remember, you've only got 30 seconds and 140 characters, so make it quick. Okay, we're off. Love and cut. Japan is... I feel so... Others have the... My new favorite... The non-fun... I may... You have achieved ultimate enlightenment. You know, the Dalai Lama had a really inspiring tweet today, but halfway through it, he was interrupted by a tweet from Kanye West saying that Beyoncé's tweets were the best of all time. Round 1 is in the books, and you're in pretty good shape for now. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. Okay, let's do this. This one's called, "Oh, Mom, we're having meatloaf again?" If Meatloaf changed his name to Steak Tartare, what would the reviews say about the music on his new album, Cow Out of Hell? That's right, Steak Tartare is served raw, diced, and spiced. But with all the E. coli scares out there these days, I usually heat mine up by the dashboard light.
Question 7.
Coming up, the spirit of 75-ish. What's not 76? Trombone. Olympic swimming pools are kept a little warmer between 77 and 82 degrees and usually around 80 or so. Makes it tougher to detect when the swimmer in the next lane is peeing.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
I call this one. I can fly, but Candy is the mayor. Oh man, I had the craziest dream last night after eating pizza and watching a movie. My mom was in the dream, and she found all this drug money out in the middle of nowhere, and she decides to keep it without even going to the police, even though that's not something my mom would normally do. My cats, Poopsie and Mayonnaise, were in the dream too. Poopsie was an old sheriff in over his head, and Mayonnaise had weird hair and kept flipping a coin and killing people. It was a wild dream, but kind of disappointing at the end. What friggin' movie did I watch last night that gave me such a crazy dream? Yep, I was watching No Country for Old Men. As scary as that dream was, I think Mayonnaise and my mom both gave Oscar-worthy performances.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me and my mind.
Coming up next, did Caesar actually live in this palace? Which Las Vegas casino hotel is not named after a real location? Tropicana. Tropicana is the name of a Vegas hotel, but not the name of an actual location. You know, they should really build a Vegas-themed Vegas hotel. It would be decorated in the style of a payday loan store, and the staff would be dressed as hookers.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming? Questions.
Open wide for prepare to be crescent-mooned. So you know Taylor Lautner, that werewolf kid who never wears a shirt in the Twilight movies? Well, suppose Taylor Lautner's degree of wolf transformation corresponded to the phases of the moon. How much of a wolf would Lautner be during the waxing gibbous phase? Less than half. Gibbous refers to the phases when more than half of the moon is illuminated. A waxing gibbous wolf, though not a full werewolf, could still probably use a full waxing. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press 1. 4,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 4,000 if you're wrong. And don't forget,
remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. The brothers who? We share the last name of something. Good luck. There you have it! Well, look at that score. Would it be okay if I tell people I'm your brother? I would just be really proud to say I'm related to somebody who can do so well. And as long as we're doing that, can I borrow $1,000?
You don't know Jack!
Good game, everyone. Donnie, what's next?
All